Hi, this is teacher Shira, and today we're going to discuss some of the early Greek civilizations that existed, particularly the Minoans and the Mycenaeans. The home of the Minoans were known as the Crete, and the Minoans were named after their king Minos, or sometimes also pronounced as Minos. He is known as the legendary king of Crete. The Minoans were dominant, or is one of the most dominant Greek civilization between 1600 BC and 1500 BC. They were also known as successful traders. The Minoans emerged as a trading empire, and they set up trading outposts throughout the Mesopotamia and the Middle East. The rulers of the empire lived in a palace known as Knossos, and by 1400 BC, the Minoans had vanished. It is said that it is due to natural disaster, or in some parts of the history, it is also said that the invasion actually ended the reign of the Minoans. Following them are the Mycenaeans. The Mycenaeans arrived in Greece at about 2000 BC and lived on the mainland. Their civilization actually began around 1650 BC, but they did not become dominant in that area until about 1450 BC. Their supremacy lasted at approximately 200 years. The best-known city of this civilization was Mycenae. The Mycenaeans traded heavily with the Minoans on Crete and were strongly influenced by their culture. In 1450 BC, when the Mycenaeans conquered the Minoans, they adopted much of the Minoan culture. One major difference between the Minoans and the Mycenaeans was their architecture. While the Minoan cities and palaces were unfortified, the Mycenaean cities were heavily fortified and protected by huge stone walls. Invaders were common in Greece. That's why the fortification of these stone walls is very important, as there were many wars. Like the Minoans, the Mycenaeans also became rich by trading. The excess food they produced were traded on various islands and in cities on the mainland around the Mediterranean. In return, the Mycenaeans imported copper, tin, gold, and other items. They were so ambitious that they traded far as Mesopotamia and Western Europe. There is even evidence that their trade may have extended as far away as Scandinavia and Russia. In addition to traders, they were also warriors and mercenaries. The Mycenaeans are also known for their role in the Trojan War. What may have happened during the Trojan War was an economic competition according to some experts, but legend says that Helen, the wife of the Greek king, is kidnapped by the Prince of Troy, resulting to a 10 years of war, with the Troy burned to the ground as a result. Homer's epic, the Iliad, tells the story of the Trojan War. Although it was regarded as a legend, evidence proves that Troy actually existed and was indeed destroyed by fire. The Mycenaeans were eventually conquered by the Dorians, and as a result, the Greek civilization diminished. Centuries later, the Greeks would make stories of the Mycenaeans and the Minoans as part of their heritage.